أنت العليم الحكيم. سبحانك لا فهم لنا إلا ما فهمتنا إنك أنت الجواد الكريم وقل رب زدني علما. قال الإمام النووي رحمه الله تبارك وتعالى ونفعنا بعلمه في الدارين. قال الخامس عشر عنه أيضا عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم ألا أدلكم على ما يمحو الله به الخطايا ويرفع به الدرجات؟ قالوا بلى يا رسول الله. قال إسباغ الوضوء على المكاره وكثرة الخطى إلى المساجد وانتظار الصلاة بعد الصلاة ذلكم الرباط. رواه Muslim. So continuing with the chapter of the numerous, moreover unlimited ways of doing righteous action and doing good deeds. So in this hadith, Abu Hurairah radiallahu once again he narrates that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, "Should I not point you by that which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala covers over the sins, in fact erases the sins, and raises the status, the stages of the persons of Iman?" So the Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala said, "Bala, of course, definitely. Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam." So he said, Rasulullah alayhi salatu wasalam, "Isbagul wudu al makariya," to perform the wudu properly, completely properly, with, as we mentioned earlier, even though it might be difficult. For example, in the cold, with cold water. So one wants to rush through the wudu, but performing the wudu properly, even though there might be circumstances which make that difficult. وَكَثْرَةُ الْخُطَاءِ إِلَى الْمَسَاجِدِ, and it's many steps going towards the masajid, going towards the masjid for salat. And intidar salat ba'd salat, and waiting, intidar salat, waiting from one salat to the next. For example, after salat al-maghrib, staying in the masjid and waiting until salat al-isha, or salat al-asr up until maghrib, or so forth and so on, from one salat to the next. Because, and Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, "Dalikum rabat." Rabat actually, in the Arabic language means the guarding of those areas where the enemy might attack. So guarding those areas. So Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam calls this staying in the masjid from salat to salat ribat. How is that the ribat? What type of borders are we guarding? We're guarding the borders of the entrance of shaitan and nafs. Because in the masjid we're in a protected environment, you see, in a very safe environment, provided obviously that we follow the etiquettes. So remaining in the environment of the masjid is, from waiting for salat to salat, this is a very protective environment, and this is a protection from shaitan and nafs, and a means by which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala erases the sins and raises the darajat. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us all tawfiq to increase in these actions as much as possible. Akhira da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wassalamu alaikum.